Okay, what's the point of fasting?
Okay,
Why starve yourself for Jesus?
Okay, so like we said earlier, obviously there's the fasting that people do for health reasons, right?
Right.
Like individuals will do intermediate fasting
Because those people are so much fun to hang out with and be around.
Well, sometimes they legitimately have to,
like me right now,
just like you.
Yeah.
No, but like sometimes people legitimately have to do that for health purposes, for health reasons. Okay, so cool.
Okay.
All right. Whether they need to lose weight or they need to control their blood sugar, whatever it may be. Okay?
I love those people, all of them.
Yeah, I know you do, Nate. Mm-hmm. Just like you love everybody.
I do.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah.
I feel like I'm going to watch this back later and be like, was that me?
Yeah, you will. Are you feeling like it's kind of like an out-of-body experience a little bit right now?
I'm in the other room, just working on a car or something. Just cleaning shop.
Right.
Yeah.
This is not really you. Okay. All right. And so, but for religious purposes and specifically for Christian purposes, okay, we'll put it in that context. All right, since that's our context. So the reason that Christians fast is it's one of the spiritual disciplines we do, like prayer or study or giving, and it's once again it's about the fact that we're not allowing the world, if you were, to control us. Okay. And to control and in other words, that we're able to deny ourselves for the sake of not only growing in, so some people will label fasting as we do it to grow in relationship with Christ. Some people will do it fast. Hey, we fast to make us aware of the needs of others. Like it's kind of talking about here in Isaiah 58. But I think often we fast as it's just another one of the spiritual disciplines that we do, yes, to be closer to the Lord, but also that we would say, you know what, we're going to deny self for the sake of Christ, and we're not going to allow things like, I mean, you know, because none of us want to be controlled by just our urges or our impulses on everything. And so fasting is one of those means I feel like the Lord has given us. That's like that. It's like a protection for us, if you were, so that we would not be controlled by, you know, those base things like hunger or food, you know?
Okay.
And so yeah, I think it's for self-control, but then obviously like the other spiritual disciplines, it also moves us toward Christ and moves our heart toward the Lord. And I think often when we deny our temporal things, you know, so for example, when I'm fasting, I'm not eating. When I'm giving, I'm actually giving away from provision that I have, right? When I'm praying, I'm actually talking to someone I cannot see, trusting that he's there. In a lot of these things, what we do.
So God just wants us to look insane.
Well, I think that's it. Part of it is it does look insane to the world, right? Like, why would I give money that I have, quote unquote, earned to make, right? Well, we would say because it's not ours, it's the Lord's anyway, right? He's the source of all provision. You know, why would I pray? Why would I just babble on to someone I cannot see, right? Because we trust that God is real. And so therefore, we're willing to put our hearts and our lives before him in that sense. Why would I fast? Well, because life is more than just about the writer of Ecclesiastes says, it's more than just about the eat, drink, and be merry, right? It's more than just about those things. And so it does look, or it can look insane to the world. Like, I get that. But I do think it's also a means in which we go, but our trust is not in ourselves. Our trust is not in what we can do, gain, or obtain. Our trust ultimately is in the Lord. And I think fasting is like prayer and like giving are both signs in which we say, Lord, we're trusting you with our heart and our lives, you know? And so I think it's interesting that this is because when Jesus is talking about fasting in Matthew 6, he then goes on to say in verse 21, right after this, he says, for where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. And I really think this is about the heart. I think all of the Sermon on the Mount is about the heart. It's just about allowing the Lord to have full control and access to our heart, where we're trying to say, Lord, I'm yours, we're yours. And all of these means, the giving, the praying, the fasting, opens our hearts up to the Lord for that purpose. So.